everybody? Matt Malatesta here, VYPE Media. We're in the Coach's Corner with Coach Jeremy Shannon. Let me start over. Take two. 3, 2. What's going on, everybody? Matt Malatesta, VYPE Media here in the Coach's Corner with Coach Jeremy Shannon from Boerne. I mean, these Greyhounds are balling out in soccer. Coach, congrats, y'all reached the state Final Four. What has been the secret sauce to this team?
I don't think it's just, I don't think it's anything really, a big secret. It's just a lot of girls that, have a common goal to want to make it back to state. I think our goal at the beginning of the year is, not just make it a state, but, obviously compete well and hopefully well enough to win a state championship. So, with us being here the last 3 years, kind of gave us a little bad taste in our mouth a little bit, unfortunately, we ran into Salina the last 2 years, which obviously is a great team, have a great program. And I think most people talked about it being the state championship last year, even though we played in the semis. But I just love our kids. Our kids work hard, and it's been one of those years where we had 13 seniors graduate last year, and so we had to kind of regroup. Got a young squad, but a hungry squad. And I'm sorry about that, but they've really stepped up to the challenge. And every time I feel like we're in every single game we're in because of the leadership that we do have. So I think this is just a totally different group, a totally different dynamic from what we've had the last couple of years. But it's a great group. It's a great group, very technical, very together, very they play for one another. I mean, it's just a happy or awesome atmosphere to be a part. Our attitudes are great. We've had our struggles with some injuries throughout the year, and we've been able to kind of next man up mentality. And it's just we don't skip a beat. So I just feel like we're playing really well defensively as well. And so our girls are just hungry. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. Our girls are hungry. They've had a hell of an off season trying to get ready for this year, and we've gone through the grind, gone through the gauntlet, and I feel like we're ready. We're ready for that next challenge.
Having such a successful program and getting to state so many years, what is your culture? How would you define your culture?
Well, first of all, if you ever see these kids, just their mentality, I think just their mentality of they hate to lose. But at the same time, they're also very, accepting. They're very engaging with one another. I think just, the friendships that we have on this team, the groups that have been playing together for such a long time. And I think, they expect to win. They expect it out of each other. They expect it, from the community, like just to be behind us and be supportive. And, that's just something we've been able to, the culture of our team is just built around that. And just, and then when we get out on the field, it's all business. It's all business. So,
you coach guys football and you coach girls soccer. How do you downshift, upshift? What's the difference?
Well, I'll be honest with you, when you get girls, sometimes there's a little drama every once in a while. Where with guys, you can just basically, shake hands and be bygones. Sometimes we have some lingering things that we got to get over and get through and push through because girls are vindictive. They're kind of catty, how it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just a different dynamic when it comes to the guys and girls. But at the same time, they're just as competitive. I mean, if not more sometimes, because a lot of times people say they can't do it. And so they want to prove people wrong. It's definitely a different swing on things. I've got to be a little bit more cautious about how the way I address things. I tell them always to listen to my words, not my tone, and so sometimes my football coach in me comes out and, they get a little nervous. So they, they go talk to my assistant coach because they feel a little bit more comfortable sometimes talking to her because they're, female to female. It's a little, like I said, it's a little different dynamic, but I wouldn't trade it for a world. These are great kids and the girls are, we've really become, basically a family. It's a cliche. You hate to say it that way, but I mean, we really are. We're a tight knit group, and it's just been a pleasure to be around these girls the last couple of years. And it's fun. It's competitive.
Tell me, who are your alphas? Who are your stars in that locker room?
So like I think I'll say our captains are our alphas. We have 3 captains this year. Kinsley Sawyer, who's our goalkeeper, and I feel like I'll put her up against anybody in the state when it comes to being a keeper. Obviously she helped us win our regional final in the PKs. She's just a driving force. She's a coach's kid. So, her drive, her dad is, always, pushing her. And so, but she's got a competitive edge to her that's, bar none. And then number 17, Kaylee Stringfellow, she's a junior. She came to us last year from another school, moved in from another Boerne school, but hit the ground running. And she's our vocal leader. She's our, kind of our spark plug, if you will. And she's just a great leader overall, just, the vocal leader that we need, especially when she plays defense in the back and kind of organizing everything for us. And then Avery Kylie, who's kind of our girl in the midfield. She's the one that directs a lot of things that goes on in our midfield. So those 3 girls. I mean, we obviously have other leaders that that step up. Anna Darling, I think, is one of our new girls that came into us this year, has really blossomed and worked her way into our system. And she's a great asset to what we do, especially in the midfield in the holding position. She can really control a lot of things. But I mean, if I had to say our 3 captains, and then definitely Anna in the midfield, are really our 4 driving leaders on our team that really set the tone for what we expect to do each and every day we get out on the field.
Finally, keys to getting 2 more wins. What are the keys for y'all?
I think it's just continue to, work together. I think that's just what it is. That's what's got us here so far. I think our aggressive nature, just the pressure that we put on people. And then one of the main things is we just got to be able to withstand, people's initial punch. Like first 5 minutes, we got to be able to, withstand whatever they bring at us, because after that, usually we set into a game. And then it really becomes competitive and fun after that. So I think just kind of controlling the nerves too, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. They're going to be nervous about it. But at the same time, hopefully it's something that'll drive them through the rest of the game.
All right, Jeremy Shannon, head coach over at Boerne. The girls are back in the state Final Four. Coach, congrats on building a superpower over there, man. It's awesome to see.
And sure, it's been a fun process for sure.
All right. Well, hey, good luck this weekend. This is Matt with VYPE. We'll see you at the games.